Hey, hey, it's Semi Ray. Welcome back to Braver Astrology. Today we are talking about the good, the bad, the ugly of your moon sign, Sag Moon. Okay, but first, before we get into that, all throughout February, I am offering $10 natal and synastry charts. So if you would like one of those readings, then hit my email up at bravebirdcharts at gmail.com, or you can hit up my messenger on IG or Facebook. Now, without further ado, Sag Moon, your moon sign, the good. You guys are very optimistic and fun-loving and competitive, okay? This is the kind of person you want on your volleyball team when you go to the beach, okay? This is the person that you jump in the car and they say, man, I want to go to Maine just to get pancakes because they have a specific type of maple syrup, okay? They are ready to go on any type of adventure. They are shooting their arrow and chasing it wherever it goes, okay? And that's Sag in general. But they are also very independent. And they can be independent emotionally. Because, okay, this is moon sign, right? And so they need their independence. They start to feel smothered, they're like, they scurry off, okay? This is the kind of person that sneak out the back door if they feel smothered, okay? But it's good to have someone who's emotionally independent, because it can, you know that they need you emotionally only half of the time, not completely. They can sit and process things on their own and figure out what they need for themselves, okay? You have to always be stimulated intellectually. You guys are philosophers at heart, okay? You may have this urge to be like, oh, there's something else out there. There's always something else out there, which can be good and bad, but this keeps you optimistic. You always have this hope, this beacon of hope. If you open Pandora's box and what was left, you would find left a little Sagittarius waving back at you. That's how hopeful they are. Okay, they're ruled by Jupiter, the moon in Sagittarius. Let's talk about the bad. They never really have a plan. And that's in a lot of things. In life, in career, in relationships, in life. So this could be a hassle because you gotta have somewhat of a plan. They just fly by the seat of their pants and on to the next adventure, and then they try to dominate in that, and then on to the next adventure. So that can create a lot of instability, especially when it comes to other people in their lives. And this is why a lot of times they say single and they won't settle, okay? But back to relationships, they can be a little selfish emotionally. It can be about what they want, to the point where they may even manipulate things and try to sell you an idea to make it sound really good, but it's really benefiting them. They can also be overly blunt about things, especially if you hurt their feelings. And that being said, let's get into the ugly. They gotta have the last word. They cannot, if you're arguing with them through text message, you might as well block them for the day. Because they're gonna, if you say something back, they gotta have the last word. And they just can't stop, okay? And they can be very cutting when they're hurt. To the point where they'll say some really messed up stuff, but whereas Aries moon will say something like that, they'll say something to cut you, but they don't mean it. Sag moon, they mean that, okay? They said what they said and they meant that. They meant it to hurt you and they hope you remember it, okay? And, okay, another ugly, we'll go back to being selfish in relationships. They can leave a revolving door open for ex-partners. So this is the kind of person, you know, unless they have other more stable placements, you may want to consider an open relationship with them, because they're already considering it. Even when you first initially start talking to them, you may not know about it, but they do, okay? So that's it. That's all I got. That's the good, the bad, the ugly of Sag Moon. I'm pretty sure there's tons more I could say about Sag. I'm too familiar with it. But if you have any questions, leave them down below. Also, again, natal charts, synastry charts, all throughout February are $10. Hit me up through bravebirdcharts@gmail.com, or through my messenger, or on Facebook and Instagram. Ugh, I can't talk today. Mercury retrograde kicking my butt. But yeah, that's it. Have a good day.